Hi, Justin.
Hey, yeah.
This is Steve Jewin from MMA Mania. Thanks for the time tonight.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry about earlier. I was freaking crashed.
No, that's okay. You're doing a very hard training schedule getting ready for
Yeah,
this fight.
I can't be taking advantage of my Z's.
Got to get them in when you can, because I know Luis Palomino is going to put you to the test. How do you feel the camp is going?
Oh, man, I'm feeling so great, man. I've been, just being so consistent on really my diet. You know, that's one of the biggest parts when you're trying to get in shape. Obviously, I'm putting the time in the gym, but without the proper nutrition and stuff, none of that matters. So I've just been taking the time, and it's the best I've ever felt. Really, right now I feel like right now I should be fighting this week, but I got 2 weeks left of training and 3 weeks to fight. Feel great.
Yeah, and for you, this has got to be kind of a thrill because this is in your backyard, right? I mean, Phoenix and Zafra, that's got to be pretty close.
Yeah, that's about 3 hours away. Close. Tucson and Phoenix, the only cities, closest cities to us. So yeah, this is huge. I sold a lot of tickets, and it's going to be really loud. I'm sure even on TV you'll be able to tell.
Oh, no doubt about it. But since you mentioned weight and nutrition, I have to go back to the Melvin Guillard fight and ask you a question about that, or maybe a couple. First of all, the decision. I thought you won that fight clearly. It wound up being a split decision. Second of all, Guillard missed weight, so ended up being a non-title fight. So now that you've had some time to reflect on all that, what are your thoughts now?
Oh, I didn't, first of all, I didn't finish the fight, so, whatever happens after that, I have no control over it. I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but I have to finish the fight, so, that would have sucked if they gave him the win, but, it doesn't matter. People watch the fight, if the fight would have even gone 5 rounds like it was supposed to, I don't think he answers the 4th round bell, so, and that was pretty clear. I was tearing his legs apart. But I was definitely not satisfied with, not getting the finish, so, like I said, I need to been working harder and staying more consistent now, so I'm ready.
Well, you say you're not satisfied with that performance, but let me tell you something you might find satisfying. I was doing a little brushing up on who the undefeated champions were in MMA before this call, and I could only find undefeated you, Ben Askren, Ronda Rousey, Vitaly Minakov, and Chris Weidman. That's pretty elite company.
Hey, I'll take that.
Do you think it adds any pressure knowing that you haven't lost? I mean, even going back to your amateur days, I can't find a fight that you've lost.
No, I was stepping no amateur, but, as I was getting those 7 amateur fights, I was still wrestling in college. I probably took I think I lost 30 times in college, so, I probably took 10 losses while I got those 7 wins in amateur fighting. So, yeah, I've learned my lessons. I've wrestled since I was 4 years old, lost plenty of times, and lost every different way, Sometimes I gave up on myself and didn't give it 100%, and sometimes I did and still lost. So there's many lessons to be learned when losing, something, especially when you're competing one-on-one with somebody. And, I've been doing that my whole life, so, there's no lessons to be learned anymore, and, I'm just here to have fun.
Yeah.
Make money.
Make money and keep winning in World Series fighting, because you've got that title and everybody's coming for it. Luis Palomino.
Absolutely.
Luis Palomino is the next one, and he's got some very explosive striking. He's got 2 knockouts and 2 World Series fighting bouts, so I'm sure his power is something you're working hard on in training. Yeah,
that's staying in good position, I think a lot of times people get knocked out when they're moving backwards. You gotta stay there. You gotta get if you're gonna get punched, better on the forehead than on the chin. So, I keep my head pointed, I move forward. I know he hits hard, so yeah, I just gotta, like I said, it's all reactions. You turn your brain off and you turn your reactions on once that bell rings. And, as soon as it's over sooner than you think. But, whatever happens, really.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the leg kicks against Melvin Guillard, and I gotta think, I'm not telling you to map out your strategy or give Palomino any tips, but if you're gonna slow him down and keep him from using that power, the leg kicks will definitely keep him from being able to cock back and rear because he won't have that full force coming at you.
Oh yeah, he'll be punching differently in the second round if he makes
it. If he makes it, I like that. So you're pretty tall for a lightweight. You're 5'11", so you've already mentioned the weight and the diet. So what do you do to be a tall lightweight and still make the weight comfortably?
Man, I don't know. It's all about consistency. Like I said, man, I wrestled my whole life. I've cut weight my whole life. I don't cut weight anymore. Right now, I'm actually heavier than any cap I've ever been for World Series. Right now, I'm 72 before workouts. So, that's I could lose a lot of weight in one day if I need to, but I've learned some major lessons when it comes to cutting weight and how bad it can mess with your head. You know, how you go into your whole camp, you know, you go into to lose weight. You know, 6 weeks out, you're trying to lose weight already. You know, you don't get better when you do that. So I've learned those lessons, and man, I've been so happy and comfortable since I stopped, you know, trying to cut a lot of weight and, you know, just staying consistent, really. I don't let myself get out of shape anymore. I used to get up to like 185, 190 pounds. And so I just don't let myself do that no more.
Yeah.
But I was also a kid and I wrestled year round. So when I got a chance to eat, I freaking ate.
No, I completely understand that, but it sounds like your approach now is more like start cutting in the camp and it just take off a little at a time instead of having to try to do it all at once right at the end.
Well, yeah, I mean, none of my camp, I haven't even thought about my weight one time this camp, and I'm 3 weeks out. I know I could lose 10 pounds in 2 hours if I need to, just by running on the treadmill and, you know, sweating. So it's just not a concern of mine, and, you know, it's a really good way to look forward to a fight, is to not worry about the weight one bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can come in comfortable and be prepared and not be all drawn out and tired and have your kidneys all messed up. Go ahead. Every
workout is to get better. It's never to lose weight or anything like that.
And
speaking, guys are doing it. So hey, you know, they're going to learn. They'll learn their lessons. I learned my lesson, and you know, we're all it's a lesson to be learned. Let me tell you. You know, you don't want to have your kidneys fail and you're still 2 pounds overweight or something. You have to make weight. So yeah, it's not a good position.
No, yeah, we don't want to see any, you know, like Henry Cejudo or John Lineker type situations where guys come in 3 or 4 pounds, or like Melvin Gillard did. You know, it's like, come on, everybody knows the weight. You know, work on it long before that and be ready before the fight, not trying to do it at the last minute. But anyway,
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, we'll move on from that topic because I want to know, you've been so successful so far in your career, it might even be hard to pick one fight that stands out at this point since you've had nothing but wins. But at the same time, if you look back, your title defenses, your bouts in World Series fighting, whatever stands out to you, what do you think is the best fight you've had so far?
One of my amateur fights, I got dropped, man. I don't even remember that fight, but that was another lesson learned there. You know, don't get hit on the chin. So I don't know. When I turn that kill switch on, and you lock me in a cage with someone, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm going to win or lose. You know, I'm coming 100%, and that's pretty evident, I would assume. So, I can't pick one fight. Man, I don't know.
Well, I'll go ahead and pick one then, if I may. I like the Brian Cobb fight because we were just talking about the leg kicks, and you kicked the leg out of his leg in that fight. That was it was like an Edson Barboza performance from my point of view. Yeah,
and I was going to actually mention that. I mean, that was when I was still young. I'm still young in my career. You know, I've only been fighting for three or 4 years now. But yeah, that was a huge mistake. You know, I went out there. You know, he did not hit hard by any means. You know, I knew he wasn't going to knock me out no matter what happened, no matter where he hit me or what position I was in. So you know, I started taking chances that I shouldn't have, making mistakes that I shouldn't have. But those are things that I've learned that I can't do, no matter who I'm fighting or no matter what's going on in the fight. You know, I have to keep my head pointed, and you know, just go for the knockout, go for the kill the whole time.
Yeah, well, it worked out for you in the end. I mean, it went to the third round, but you were able to stop him. So, I mean, it's still, you know, even if you made mistakes, they didn't overwhelm you or cost you the fight.
No, I didn't. Exactly. That's a lesson learned. I can't be going out just leading with jumping knees and stuff like that. But not to say I'm going to not do it again. Like you know, I don't think in there. I don't really have a game plan. You know, I just gotta react. My attitude and my timing is what's got me to this point, and so I'm gonna keep relying on that.
Very good. So what do you do to relax when you're not out there being the highlight and getting win after win after win? What's a day off like for Justin Gaethje?
Oh man, you know, I cannot sit at the house. You know, I live in Colorado, beautiful Colorado. There's so many things to do outside. I love to snowboard during the winter, and I love to be on the lake during the summer. So, you know, if I'm not fighting, I'm certainly, you know, I'm probably spending too much money trying to mess around too much and then needing to fight so I can get a fight soon.
Are you telling me you have like a Donald Cerrone lifestyle where if you get a bonus, it's already gone?
Oh man, well I've never got a bonus, so I haven't spent to that means. But no, and I've already learned the lesson. You know, World Series has paid me really well. And, you know, it doesn't matter how much money you make if you're not responsible with it. It does not matter. So that's you know, that's something that's tough for, especially a young guy. Yeah, I've never had any money I went from 34,000, the most I've ever made a year, to what I made. I was fought 3 times for the World Series last year, getting paid like 30,000 a fight. That's a whole different world for me. So, there's some lessons learned. Thank God I went to college and I had some really good parents that taught me some good lessons. So now, I'm trying to make good decisions, but that's the tough one.
Yeah, and of course, like I say, it's not just that, spending the money on what you want, but it's also, it seems like you both have that extreme sports lifestyle, because you mentioned snowboarding, and I'm sure...
Yeah, no, I am. I'm crazy. I'm crazy just like Dog. I know Dog, we've hung out before, we are very, if I have money, I'm going to be out doing something.
Does it keep Ray Sefo up at nights knowing that you might break your leg before a fight? Does he worry about that?
Oh, I don't think so. This is who I've been since I was a little kid. So I don't know. Yeah, that would suck, but, you taking it, I don't do anything half-assed, so, I tend to not get hurt so far.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be hurting you. No, well, knock on wood, because, we don't want anything to happen between now and the fight.
I've got broken bones, I've got stitches, it could happen, but I'm not out snowboarding. Right now, I haven't snowboarded in like 3 weeks. I won't be going till after my fight, so, I can't risk, not get a paycheck either.
Just within the last couple of weeks, I interviewed Michael Venom Page, and he was supposed to fight at the Bellator British Invasion, and with just over a week to go before the fight, he got a cut, had to get stitches over his eye, and he was out of that fight. So, from your perspective, how do you avoid that happening when you're training? How do you avoid getting an injury like that keeps you from taking the fight?
Oh man, it's almost something that, I almost don't want to talk on that. It's possible. Hey, it happened numerous times. There's no lesson to be learned there. You go into practice and you give 100%. If you get cut over the eye, you catch an elbow on accident and you get cut over the eye, there's nothing you can do about that. So, I don't think about that stuff. But, if I did get a cut over my eye, I would try my best to hide it and still fight.
You'd be sticking the super glue in the cut, wouldn't you? You'd get it to heal up.
Absolutely. No, it's happened and I have. But, you never know the severity of the cut. There's different circumstances for every cut. But, I don't know, man. Like I said, I go 100, gave 110% every workout, every sparring session. So, it's hard to get hurt when you're giving 110%, literally every single, the whole time. When you're going, you maybe take a second off here and there, that's when you get hurt.
I think that's fair. It seems like it hasn't been a problem so far. So if it works for you, keep doing it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, in closing, I want to give you this chance to give some sponsorship plugs, thank teammates and coaches who've helped you get here, and anything else you want to throw out there like social media plugs.
All right, yeah. Big thanks to my gym, the Grudge Training Center, Trevor Whitman, Jake Ramos, my 2 coaches. I came here, never even been in a street fight, and, they've showed me how to fight. So, very thankful to them. A couple sponsors, Western Precision Rifles, Fusion Vapor, New Breed Nutrition, and some more to come. Definitely Elko Wire and Rope, a couple mining companies out of Arizona. Got tons of support down there, and I'm so excited to go fight for my people down there. It's going to be so loud. I've always had so much support from them that that's just definitely something that I'm working for and I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it's going to be a great fight. Go ahead.
And thank you for the time. I appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate Mike for helping us set it up, and we'll be looking forward to the fight on March 28th at the Comerica Theater. So thanks again and good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.